Hey, it's Ivan from the EV Stock Channel here, and today I'm mapping out all the factories in the US producing or planning to produce electric vehicles with my brand new EV factory tracker. We often talk about the EV revolution, and now it's time to visualize it. In this video, I'm going to cover 3 areas. 1. Which companies have or are planning EV factories. 2. Map out where those factories are going to be located. And 3. Provide a timeline on when they're expected to go into production. So let's get straight into it. Starting with Lucid Motors. They unveiled their prototype Lucid Air in December of 2016 to directly compete with the Tesla Model S and plan to start production in late 2020. To do this, they started building out their new factory located in Arizona in late 2019, and here's the current progress. Staying in Arizona, there's Nikola Motors, which just over a year ago acquired land in Arizona and plan to start construction of their factory in 2020, with production commencing in 2021. They hope to build 35 to 50,000 trucks per year by 2023. Next, we have Tesla, which bought the Fremont factory in California back in 2010 and then started production of the Model S in mid-2012, and since then have already built over 1 million electric vehicles at Fremont. Not to mention, they will soon be announcing another factory for the Semi and Cybertruck to go along with their Shanghai factory and soon to be built Berlin Gigafactory. Once their Berlin Gigafactory starts production, Tesla will be the second company to have EV factories across 3 continents. So which company has already achieved this? Well, keep listening, the answer is coming up soon. Moving on to Volkswagen, and remember, they have plans to build 22 million electric vehicles globally in the next 10 years across 70 different models. And personally, every time I hear that Volkswagen wants to build 70 different models, I can't help to think to myself, wouldn't it be better to concentrate on building 7 really good cars as opposed to 70 different models? Just a thought. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. So what's VW up to? Well, in November of 2019, they broke ground in Chattanooga, Tennessee on their new EV plant, which will be their North American base for electric vehicles. VW is investing $800 million into this site, and they hope to start production by 2020. Staying in Tennessee, there's Nissen, which has been operating out of their Smyrna factory since 2013. And it's interesting to know that their motors and batteries are also produced in Tennessee. So what's Nissen up to? Well, they're building their new and improved 2019 E-Plus model. One other thing that should be pointed out is, Nissen do have the advantage of having a decade's worth of experience in building electric vehicles, as they also have production sites located in Japan and the UK. Meanwhile, in South Carolina, Volvo is building a battery plant for its all-electric XC90. Construction for the battery plant will start around mid-2020 and is expected to be completed by early 2022. Moving on, Daimler plans on building battery packs at Alabama, 7 miles from their Mercedes-Benz vehicle production site, and these battery packs are intended for their EQ branded all-electric and plug-in hybrid models. Now, I'm not 100% sure when Daimler will start production of their all-electric vehicles in the US, but I'll be sure to update you guys in a future video. Then there's Rivian, which in 2017 took over a Mitsubishi factory in Illinois to produce the R1T pickup truck, the R1 SUV, and not to mention 100,000 delivery vans for Amazon. Now, Rivian was planning on starting production in December of this year. However, those plans have now been pushed back to June of 21. Next up is Lordstown Motors, which purchased a 6.2 million square foot facility from General Motors in 2019 in Lordstown, Ohio, with the aim of producing an all-electric endurance pickup truck, which is yet to be revealed, with production and delivery scheduled for 2021. Now, moving on to the final state, which is Michigan, and starting with the newcomer, Bollinger Motors, that are planning on producing the Bollinger B1 pickup truck in 2021 from their plant just north of Detroit. Staying in Detroit, we have Ford that have revealed their all-electric Mustang Mach-E. But interestingly, that vehicle won't even be built in the US and instead will be manufactured in Mexico. The thing that I'll be keeping an eye out for is when will Ford announce an electric pickup truck? There have been a lot of rumors flying around, but nothing concrete so far. And the final manufacturer is General Motors. They've been producing the all-electric Chevy Bolt since November of 2016, but keep in mind, the battery, motor and drive unit are all manufactured at LG Chem in South Korea and shipped to Michigan for assembly. So there you have it. That's the US market mapped out. The biggest takeaways for me are, the electric pickup market looks to get really interesting in 2021. And second, if all these manufacturers get up and running, will there be enough battery raw materials to feed the millions of new vehicles that will be coming online over the next few years? So to answer that question, in the next video, I'll cover current and future battery plants in the US, so stay tuned. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and on a final note, I'd like to give a big shout out to Daniel, Nicholas, Paul and Jim, along with all our other Patreons that make these episodes possible. So till next time, I'll see you guys soon.